As we get older, we often realize that life isn't about rushing around or trying to do everything anymore. It's about protecting our peace and surrounding ourselves with people who truly respect and value us. The reality is, not everyone deserves a place in your life during your golden years, not even some family members. So today, let's talk about 7 types of people you should avoid in old age if you want to keep your heart light and your mind calm. First, the ungrateful. There's nothing more painful than giving your love and time to someone who acts like it's never enough, or worse, like you owe them. Maybe you spend hours preparing a special meal for your grown children, hoping they'll appreciate it. Instead of a thank you, they complain it's not as good as they remembered. Or maybe you help a friend with errands they could easily do themselves, and they don't even say thanks, as if your time means nothing. That silence can make you question why you bother. But remember, their ingratitude doesn't define you. Just because they don't recognize your love doesn't mean it's not there. You have every right to pull back and spend your time with people who truly notice. The neighbor who always says thanks, the friend who calls to say they loved your cooking, or the grandchild who hugs you warmly. Being kind doesn't mean letting people take advantage of you. Save your kindness for those who truly value it. Second, the irresponsible. We all know someone like this. They keep making bad choices again and again and expect you to clean up after them every time. Maybe it's an adult child who spends their money recklessly and then calls you nearly in tears asking for another loan to pay their bills. Or a cousin who constantly faces crisis, needing a place to stay just for a few nights, which somehow turns into months. And because you love them, you step in. But each time you do, you sacrifice your own peace. The hard truth is, helping someone who refuses to take responsibility for their life only keeps them stuck. You deserve to enjoy your retirement without carrying the burden of grown people's poor decisions. It's not cruel to say, "I'm sorry, but I can't help you this time." Sometimes, the most loving thing you can do is let people face the consequences of their actions. It frees you and gives them a chance to grow up. Number 3, the manipulator. This person knows exactly how to tug at your heartstrings. They may look helpless, lost, or desperate for your help. And at first you feel good being there for them. But soon enough you realize they're taking advantage of your good nature. Think of a relative who always calls with a sob story, needing you to run errands, lend money, or settle their problems, and they do it again and again. The manipulator's favorite trick is guilt. They'll say, "If you love me, you'll do this for me," or "You're the only one I can count on." Before you know it, you're exhausted, resentful, and afraid to say no. But you must. One small word, no, can protect you from a lifetime of emotional exhaustion. You don't have to be rude, just firm. "I'm sorry, I can't do that today." You don't owe them an explanation. Remember, your kindness is not a resource for others to misuse. Number 4, the self-absorbed or the narcissist. In your later years, you have stories to share, lessons to teach, and memories that deserve an audience that listens. But the narcissist only wants to talk about themselves. Picture this. You're sitting with a family member. You start telling them about something that happened to you years ago. Maybe how you overcame a hardship or something that makes you smile every time you think of it. But before you can finish, they cut you off to tell you a bigger, better version about themselves. It happens every time. These people are so wrapped up in their own world that they can't make space for yours. Over time, you feel invisible, like your life doesn't matter. But you have every right to steer that conversation back. Say, "Wait, I'd like to finish what I was saying." And if they don't respect that, you know you're not the problem. You've lived too long to let someone make you feel small. Spend your precious time with people who lean in when you speak. The friend who asks, "And then what happened?" Or the neighbor who remembers your stories and asks for more. Your voice matters. Don't let a narcissist drown it out. Number 5, the critic. You know the one. They always have something to say about what you're doing wrong. Your clothes aren't right. your hobbies are a waste of time, how you spend your money. They know better. They might say, "I'm just being honest," or "I'm only trying to help." But what they're really doing is feeding their own insecurities by poking holes in your joy. It can be a sibling who says you're wasting your retirement fund on silly trips, or a friend who comments on your weight every time you meet. After decades of working hard and caring for everyone else, you deserve to live free of constant judgment. Next time the critic starts up, pause and ask yourself, does this person really care about me, or do they just enjoy feeling superior? If it's the latter, let their words slide right off you. You can even say calmly, "I appreciate your concern, but I'm happy with how I'm living my life." Then move the conversation along. Critics only have power if you let their words get under your skin. You are not their opinion. You are so much more. Number 6. The chronic complainer. It's the person who grumbles about everything under the sun. The weather's too hot. The food's never right. The government's always wrong. The world's going downhill. And they want you to sit there and listen to it all. 10 minutes with them and you feel your mood sink. An hour with them and you start seeing the world in grey too. Here's the thing. We all need to vent sometimes. That's human. But the chronic complainer never stops. They have no interest in solutions, only in sharing their misery. If you spend too much time with them, you'll find yourself carrying their darkness home with you. So, limit how much you absorb. Be gentle but clear. You can change the subject, spend less time together, or even say, "I'd rather talk about something more uplifting today." Protect your peace. Life is short. Look for people who can see the silver lining and remind you that there's still good all around us. Number 7. The one-upper. This one might sound funny at first, but it wears you down over time. The one-upper has an odd habit. No matter what you say, they have to top it. You say, "I wasn't feeling well last week," and they say, "That's nothing. I've been sicker than you ever were." You share that you went on a nice little trip, and they interrupt with tales of bigger, better vacations. You show them a photo of your grandchild's school award, and they whip out a picture of their grandkid's trophy collection. It might seem harmless, but the one-upper chips away at your joy, making you feel like your moments don't matter. You deserve to be around people who truly celebrate your happiness, not those who feel the need to one-up or compete with you. If you notice this pattern, remember it's okay to say, "I'd like to share my experience right now," or simply choose to spend less time with them and more time with friends who genuinely cheer for your successes, big or small. Here's the core of it all. Your golden years should truly feel golden. You've earned the right to protect your peace and decide who gets to be part of your life. The ungrateful, irresponsible, manipulative, self-centered, critical, chronic complainers, and one-uppers, these kinds of people will drain your energy if you let them. But you don't have to. Set your boundaries calmly and confidently. Hold your head high and remember, setting boundaries isn't selfish. You've spent a lifetime giving love, time, and care to others. Now it's time to do the same for yourself. Surround yourself with people who see you, appreciate you, and allow you to be your true self, because your peace is precious and you deserve to keep it.